Question everything, but the truth shall not be televised, and that's for sure. So with that, reparations, that's what we want. Reparations, that's what we need. Reparations, that's what we're shooting for. Liberation for our people and our nation. So with that stated, you got to understand, they want us to vote. Biden and all them bringing out all sorts of the chucking and jiving and the cooning ass brothers and sisters, them house brothers and sisters. They bringing them all out. Why? Because they want y'all to keep taking this trick bag that they got our best interests at hand, when we know for a fact that if you got gray hairs by now, that all this voting we've been doing for the last 50-something years right now on our watch, that our communities be getting worse. And they've been trying to sell us this lie that our community's getting worse because of us. Because of us? Come on, stop playing. Stop playing. Are we the ones controlling the promotion of hip-hop when it comes to gangster rap? Because we remember hip-hop when we was young. It was liberating our people and uniting our people in the sense of our mind, in the state of coming back to be unified. In that form of liberation, when we was unifying against, what was going on in our communities, thus coming back together, fight the power. 911 was a what? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We remember the public enemies, the dead presidents, and many others that was really putting out that good information. That's just what it is. They changed that polarity though. So with that stated, hip hop had many barrels. It wasn't just about gangster rap. And today, that's all they promote is gangster rap. But see, we got the house brothers and sisters taking the bag, and the promoters of the colonizers promoting this gangster rap to our community. See, liberation is the basis of getting away from your inheritors who inherited your oppression. See, you don't control education, nor do you control the curriculum, which is the programming of the mind of the children, that is your children, through the education. Your colonizers do. And in turn, you got Dr. Umar Johnson and many others talking about school to prison pipeline. Why do you think that? Because that's what it is. Why do you think they investing in so many prisons, even private prisons? It's for you and your children. Why? Because the colonizers is still the colonizers. 200, 300, 500, 1,000 years from now, the colonizers are still the colonizers. Anytime the lions invade the hyenas, no matter how long the lions are in the hyenas' den, they're going to still be enemies. No matter how long the hyenas, when they invade the lions, no matter how long they in the lions' den, they're going to still be enemies. That's just the reality to it. Why? Because it's in their nature. And because it's in their nature, you get the outcomes as follow of hyenas and lions always beefing. And whenever you have a colonizer who infringes upon you, have the delectable Negro, blackface, massacre and Holocaust, use black babies for gator bait, and many other different types of things that has going on in history, historically written, stop you from reading for 200 years to rewrite history in their likeness, destroy your whole reality on every level of what they can possibly destroy it on, from lakes been used to the rivers, to you name it, the railroad stations going through, to you name it, to any type of leaders like Malcolm X, mine, or anybody else that comes up. It's always ended destruction based off of the colonizers who have colonized you, controlling and manipulating what can happen to you. These are the realities of being oppressed. These are the realities of being infringed upon and never separating through liberation. You get what the people that came to infringe upon you state you're supposed to get. This is what it's about. Some people say, I want to vote for, the lesser evil. Two evils is evil. There's no such thing as a lesser evil. Evil is evil. So you got to accept these realities. You ain't liberated, so you still oppressed. These are realities. And until you understand those, you can change things. But if you don't never, ever accept those truths, you can never, ever change your plight as Aboriginal Niggros in America. That's just what it is. And that's just what they want. This ain't about individuality when it comes to dealing with individual white folks. Because like I tell you, I got white folks in my family and I love them. That's just what it is. But on a national level, when it comes to nation, that nation don't love me. Shoot, I ended up with an aunt, but her family didn't come. Her family disowned her. That's just what it is. And even though I got beautiful cousins, her family disowned her. That's just real 100. And because of that, that's how it works. So we ain't talking about individual, we talking about as a collective. And as a collective, we're still with our oppressors, and they're still maintaining what they have done to us, their forefathers have done to us. And until we acknowledge that and stop getting on our backs like we understand what it means to be Aboriginal Negroes, like we've been separated from our colonizers, and we have built and established our own government, our own hospitals, our own school curriculums, and our own school and businesses all throughout the communities of our land, how do we judge ourselves? We don't even know ourselves. We haven't been free in 600 years. We don't control nothing that goes into the airwaves of our people other than what they want us to see, hear, and understand that they put out as what they see us as. And thus, pimps, hoes, gangsters, you name it, twerkers, you name it. These are some of the major images that are promoted into your communities through house brothers and sisters, not field brothers and sisters. If you don't know the house brother to the field brother, then you need to go check that out. Malcolm X and many others have broken it down. Our forefathers going all the way back said we were spliced. And I tell you that all the time. So when you see the Django and you see how Samuel Jackson role was, these are the people that took the bag. These are the people that are your celebrities. These are the people that are up there acting and dancing and cooning and chucking and jiving to keep you in the situation that you're in as a nation, not individual. And because of it, this is why we're in the boat that we're in. We keep trying to give a pass to the fact that we're still under our oppressors. There's no pass for that. You cannot get away from that truth. And if you can't acknowledge that truth, then you will never, ever get greater than what you are right now today as Aboriginal Negroes of America. That's just what it is. See, the true, real reality of the problem of the Negro of America is you haven't been separated from your colonizers, not ever, in 600 years. And because of it, you only act as followed based off of what the educational process and the informational process of what they put out and control and manipulate for you to be like. Bottom line, yes, they got many helps from our people. That's why we call them house brothers and sisters, or Sambos, because that's what they are. And until we start to unite, acknowledge one another for being oppressed and being under our oppressors, we can never change nothing. They inherited our suffering. This is why they won't give you reparations. They'll keep playing games with, we got to study it, we got to do this, that, the third, and then make another slave movie. These are the games they're going to continue to play with you. They want to give everybody else a bill passed for protection against hate crime, but you're the number one on the list for the federal census for hate crimes. But they won't give you one. But they keep telling you that everything is okay. At the same time, mass incarcerating you more than any other nation in the whole world. Your nation. These are the realities to what's going on. And these are the things that you got to come to terms with and accept. It might hurt because they done taught us to love our colonizers, taught us to accept their system as a truth for our reality, taught us to believe that everything is equal and everybody is living a kumbaya life under this I have a dream speech that Martin Luther King himself, when you find it, he'll tell you how he felt about it. But this is the reality. And until we can come away from this stuff, accept these truths, and accept the fact that we're still under our colonizers, and understand that the oppressors that have been oppressing us for 600 years are still oppressing us, we can never, ever, ever change anything. We can never, ever get liberated and come into our own as a nation in order to understand who we are, to rebuild who we are, to accept who we are, and to go on into the future for who we're going to be as a nation, as Aboriginal Negroes of America. We first got to understand and own that we're still oppressed, that we still are being given a trick bag by our inheritors of our oppression. And we know this because they haven't worked with us on no level to be able to get liberated from them. Even Muhammad Ali, he even said the same thing. And you can pull this video up. You won't let me go. You don't want me here, but you won't let me go. You don't like me around you, but you don't want me to leave you. How did that work? So you want to use me for all the great skills and opportunities that I can have.